In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the control board and put it back. Okay, first of all, turn the power off 100%. It's much easier to start with harnesses. Okay, harnesses are easy. They only go one way, so you cannot make a mistake, right? And then harnesses, they go bad, they go off, you take them off. Then we're going to start with neutrals because they all go in one section, one area of the control board. We have I hate when they make this really hard to remove. So this one basically feeds the power. So you have this for the power, and I'm gonna just move this wire tie so you can see it. So this one basically is power, common of the power, and then we remove we're gonna remove the common. I hate when they make it so hard. Common of the blower, and then also, see, we're gonna have to fight with it, of the control of the transformer. So basically all the wires are gone, the harnesses are gone. Now the rest gonna be another harness here. Sorry, I forgot. This is the variable speed blower motor. So you remove it, and then you're left with just the hot or high voltage for the blower. Now also same thing, the black ones are usually feeding the component. Also the hot ones, they go only one place. Usually there are only three. Usually it's a transformer power, blower power, and the main power. Usually there are three most of the time. And always remember the hot that goes to it says line, which is the main hot for the power. Usually it goes directly to the safety switch, and that's how you can always interrupt the safety switch. So the control board is ready to go. So basically there are two screws in here. Again, you don't have to take them all the way, just loosen them a little bit, and then you can, if you loosen them a little bit, you can slide the control board out. Okay, so basically what we have left here is the common wires. You see these? So basically you don't need to remove them. All what you have to do is you're gonna take the control board off and put a new one. Sometimes you can leave this and you can connect these wires back if you want to go wire by wire, but I will show you quickly how I can take off the so basically this was mounted here, and these are the clips. I want to show you how they work. So basically the clip goes in the control board like that, and when you push it, it will hold it, you know, like this. So what you need to do is with the plier, you go like this, right? You just take it off. Now you don't need to remove it from the bracket. I did it just so I can show you. And then always when you remove the control board before you install it, if you want to be sure that the control board, like let's say you suspect the control board is bad, so you want to be kind of sure, you look behind it. This one looks good. Sometimes it could be something you can see like with the naked eye, like popped, some connection here is burned, or actually I can see something here. Wow, actually you see that's a good that happened. See how this is here is burned? You can see it, right? See, it's burned, and actually that's why I have a problem maybe with the fan. I'm not sure. So there's something going on here. So that tells you the control board is bad. Let me see if there's something else. But you got the idea. Before you, let's say you think the control board is bad, before you buy the new control board, take it off. If you can't go, as I'm telling you, like harness first, white one, black one. If you can't go that way, it's complicated. Take a lot of pictures. Don't be cheap on pictures. Take pictures this way, this way, this way, from every angle you can. So then you can remove the wires and you put them back. But again, take a lot of pictures. They are cheap. It's not like before you have to take a negative and you take it to Walgreens or these are very cheap. See, a lot of time people call me and they send me one picture. Hey, can you send me a picture of the control board? They send me one picture. I mean, Come on, I mean, it's very easy. Take more pictures from him. So anyway, let's say you think the control board is bad and you're not sure, remove it and take a look at it. Like if you see this, that will help you because you have no idea how many times I go to a job, customer change the control board, it's not working. They change it, and I go there, it's a filter. Can you believe? I mean, I know one guy I never forget. A few years ago, he's very smart. I think he's an engineer. He told me he changed the gas valve, he changed the control, he changed everything, and finally he called me. So I go there. Again, I'm not trying to bash anyone. You know, we all like to save money. So I go there. He was using a filter that's so restrictive, like, you know, the $20 filter, I don't know. And again, if you have two filter slots, like two, both sides, you can use these restrictive, expensive, they're usually like zigzag, and they're like paper. I mean, literally like a paper. You can use two of them if you have, it's rarely happened, but I have seen, this is really the perfect way to do it with two returns. If you have like a bungalow house, you put the furnace in the middle and you go both ways. Usually with a new construction, I always do that because no matter how much you give the furnace return, you cannot go too big with the return. The return is always good for the furnace. Furnace love big return. You can have 3 returns. It will never hurt. So anyway, so I go there. The guy has a really bad filter, and I change the filter. As soon as I move the filter, everything works fine. So he was like, wow. Because people don't understand, when you restrict the air to the furnace, the hell will break loose. I mean, it's gonna be so many problems. Everything is gonna be overheated. The blower is gonna overheat. A lot of times the blower burn. I mean, the blower is like 5 years old. It's gone because it was overheating. So much wear and tear when you don't change the filter. So always put a filter that you can see through. It's like a cotton or wool or steel wool or fiberglass, or you can see through it. Like you can look, you can see me. Like if you can see me. Put that one again. Don't believe these restrictive one. They kill germs, they kill mildew, they kill virus. Don't believe this thing. The only reason you want to filter, because I will show you later. There's a auxiliary heat exchanger. Now remember, the 80% of furnace have a regular heat exchanger. The high efficiency have an auxiliary secondary heat exchanger, which is very, very fine. It's like a radiator, very fine. And if you don't change the filter, all the dirt is gonna plug into it, and then the air cannot go anywhere. So the only reason you want to filter is to prevent the auxiliary heat exchanger from plugging or from getting all plugged with dirt. Or if you have an 80%, now you have a coil on top of an AC, right? The same thing is very fine. And if you don't put a filter and you have cats and dogs and you're doing construction, all the dirt is gonna go and stuck where? In a coil, indoor coil, evaporator coil, and then again the air is gonna be restricted. Many, many times I go, there's a huge layer. I open the indoor layer, there's a huge layer of dirt in there. I just sometimes it comes like a one piece. It's like imagine like you're taking your jacket off. You know, you feel like there's a t-shirt in there. Like you take it out, it's all one piece. I don't know how it happened, and I take it out, and the coil is clean. That thing was, I don't know how this happened, but it was like a piece of dirt that is, you just peel it off, you know. So anyway, that's another story. But you understand, get the fiberglass, the one you can see through for you, unless you have two slots, you have 2 returns, right? And I changed it for him. He was happy. Everything was fine. Now he paid already like $800 for control board. Again, my point is, you remove this and you think maybe it's bad. Look at it. You see something popped. Now you're 100% is bad. And unfortunately, I tell you this is bad news. The control board will never go bad. This guy can work forever. The only time this will go bad when somebody who doesn't know what he's doing and he shorts something and this thing pop. I have seen it many times, and I have seen some control board 40 years old. They don't go bad, and I keep them. I buy when I replace the furnace. Let's say the heat exchanger is gone. We have to replace the furnace. I take that control board. I keep it because a lot of time people call me 12 o'clock at night, and that's why I have a warehouse. People call me 12 o'clock at night. And I called the place. They don't make it anymore. And the people, they are like low income. They cannot afford new furnace. I grabbed that control board, I put it, and I installed many of them, and they are 40, 30 years old, and it worked, no problem. The only thing the time this go bad when somebody mess up with something, honestly, or water. When the AC coil is leaking, again, there is an outlet. I don't have it here, but you know what I'm talking about. And that thing leaks throughout the furnace, comes the control board, and board can resist water, control board, really. But if the water is constant, it's gonna start frying things. Okay, so the only time the control board can go bad when people mess with it, they don't know what they're doing, they have no idea what you're doing, or when the leakage. Because this guy has a fuse. You see this fuse here? So it's protected. If anything goes wrong with the high voltage, with the low voltage, which is 5 amp maximum, if anything goes wrong with the voltage, it will protect it. This thing is gonna pop. But if you make a mistake with a high voltage, you're gone. This is gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to put it back immediately. Sorry, I took so long. So you put them there. It just you push it, it will click, and you're good. Okay, and remember there are 2 screws here. I told you don't have to remove them because there is like a slot. I don't know if you can see it. So the screw goes in, and then you push it, it will hang, right? Like that, and then you tighten it, right? So you're good. Now, as I said, always remember power is off always. Let's do the harness, which is very, very easy. They only go one way, right? The harness, you'll never make a mistake with this. Because they go one way, right? Only one way. And they are different, they're not the same. So you will never mistake with these. Okay, and then we're gonna go to common, right? All the whites, because they go in a neutral area, right? Whites. So we got the power line. This is the blower, right? And then the transformer. Usually these are the main 24 volts. So now, I mean, again, if you have a humidifier, usually a humidifier uses a transformer that help to connect to a humidifier. I don't have it. I had one just earlier. So if you want to use a humidifier, use a neutral from here, and it has a humidifier connection next to the power line. And then we finish with the white, right? Now we're gonna go with the black. Blacks are usually power, which is line, and then you have the transformer, I believe. This is a transformer. Let's make sure. Yeah, this is a transformer. So yeah, this transformer. So that's it. That's all what you need to do for the control board. And then don't forget the main power comes from safety switch, as I told you earlier. So this is ready. If I put the power on, unless I forgot something, no, if I put the power on, you're gonna see power coming to it. And see, it's all gone. It's all good. Now the only problem is I couldn't do any more work on this and test it because the blower, I have a blower, bad blower. This furnace has a bad blower. That's why it was removed. Okay, so that's all for the control board. Let me see. Maybe we're gonna jump to the gas valve. Okay, thanks for your time.